What's going on, my GTA 5 fans? I've got another collection of 20 cool custom cars that you guys have submitted for my community showcase. Just a reminder to those who are new to this series, I've had to close the submission form because I've had over 200 entries, so I'm still looking through them, so if you've already submitted yours, then keep an eye out for future episodes. But this is a great opportunity to mention my Twitter and Facebook accounts because they're the best places to get the first heads up of when I arrange stuff like this. So if you want to participate in anything that I come up with in the future, then be sure to follow me over there. But let's not waste any more time and get straight on with showcase number 5 with a cool car from Joe NANCE. He was actually amongst the first people who submitted, but I had to ignore his submission because I simply couldn't find the base car. But I did magically come across it when I was just driving around with one of the other feature cars that I've got in this showcase, so I quickly jumped out and hijacked it. So this is a great build using the BOLLOKAN PRAIRIE, which is one car I'd never even seen before in game, or at least I'd never took notice of it, but it's another one of those cars that can be tuned up with various like roll cages and cool bumpers. So Joe's customised his with a splitter with cannons, carbon diffuser and tow hook on the back end, then this sleek matte black colour scheme. Next up, ALDAS sends in a super tasty KARIN SULTAN that he's tuned up with reference to the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift movie, using that nice Formula Red primary colour along with the matte black secondary which is applied over the top of this car and of course the stripe down the side. This red and black theme is continued with the roll cage and chassis upgrades along with the custom skirts, GT wing on the back and then some nice black rough weld alloy wheels. Michael KLEIN sent in the maddest Sabre turbo I've ever seen with this chrome paint job along with lime green stripes and fluorescent blue alloy wheels. He mentioned in his submission that these are his crew colours, so I can only imagine the sight of a bunch of guys cruising around in cars all decked out with this same colour scheme. Jordan Maxwell's inspiration for his Bravado Gauntlet is the Jensen Interceptor that's featured in Fast and Furious 6 that Letty uses to race Dom, so he's gone with that matte grey colour scheme along with the light grey stripe. And a nice set of split 6 alloy wheels in anthracite black which continues this awesome colour scheme. Andy sends in a pretty cool looking True Fade Z-Type with this metallic silver and white colour scheme. Andy's gone for quite a blingy theme with this one, using that mesh grille, then some flare wheels from the lowrider category, also tied into the colour scheme using a frost white and then the white wall tyres. Eddie Contreras has built himself quite a cool looking ELEGY R88. He's kept the styling of this one pretty subtle, using just the carbon front splitter and then the painted rear bumper and diffuser. There's no massive wing on the back, but it is decked out with a nice lime green and black colour scheme, using anthracite black as a secondary colour, then adding the carbon hood which ties in perfectly to the black roof on this car. George Turner's built his sister's dream car using a Bravado Gauntlet. It's a shame this car doesn't have much in the way of bumper mods, but all it really needs is a nice colour scheme, and the black primary colour with the ultra blue pearl that George has created looks absolutely beautiful. This is all tied together with quite an unusual choice of wheels. He's gone for some lowriders in white with the white wall tyres, but to be honest it does look really nice and creates a fantastic colour scheme. Shabino has created quite a cool looking racer using the KARIN FUTO. He's added the full retro racer kit, GT wing on the back, a set of sport wheels, then this nice matte white colour scheme. Tyler Rosner sends in a sleek looking blacked out Sabre turbo that is customised with painted bumpers front and rear, that awesome side exit exhaust that's quite unique to this car, then the painted lights around triple intake bug catcher, then of course the metallic black colour scheme added to both the primary and secondary options, then a nice set of high end carbon inferno alloy wheels. We've got another ELEGY RH8 coming up next, this time from David Coburn, who's built it to mimic a stealth Nissan GTR. The mods for this one include the full-on splitter with cannons, the carbon rear diffuser, exposed intercooler and then this cool midnight blue colour scheme, all finished off with blacked out windows, black wheels and a carbon black hood. Anton Angeles has stuck with the default bumper options for his Comet, but it still looks fab with this ultra blue colour scheme. This one's all tastefully modified with just a roll cage, high level spoiler and a nice set of large Cosmo alloy wheels. We've got another KARIN SULTAN coming up next from Lance GLORIA. This one's all blinged out with a chrome stripe in reference to the Need for Speed Most Wanted game. And I've got to say this car does look pretty cool with those race inspired mods and of course this chrome and blue colour scheme. We've got 2 submissions from the NOOB crew coming up next, that's unless these 2 guys just happen to have the same first name of Noob. But first up we've got Noob Dennis's UBERMACHT Sentinel XS, which is tuned up with the splitter with cannons, carbon diffuser and tow hook, big bore exhaust, carbon hood and this nice metallic sunset red colour scheme. This is another sweet use of red and black where that carbon wing, the carbon hood and those large black steel alloys all add to the theme. With this car being such a close replica to the real life M3, I'd love to own this build for real. So NOOB Jack also sends in his build. He's used an OVERFLOD Entity XF, again with all the race inspired mods of splitter with twin cannons and carbon rear diffuser. He's modified his with quite an unusual colour scheme, a metallic dark blue base colour, then with a lime green pearl, which sounds a bit unusual on paper but it does work pretty well when you see it in the metal. Carbon skirts and a carbon wing all tie into the blue and black theme, and he's used some large Loz Speed 10 alley wheels from the SUV category tied into the colour scheme with midnight blue paint. Talking about unusual colour schemes, next up we've got a KARIN FUTO from Jamie TWINN. Starting off with the visual mods, he's gone for the rally front bumper, drift rear bumper, Shakatan exhaust, carbon vented hood and then the drift wing on the back. But you can't admire this car without noticing the wild colour scheme he's gone for. He's chosen a metallic midnight blue as the primary colour along with a lime green pearl, and gone for a hot pink for the secondary colour, which is added to the bumpers and the lower portion of the car, which is all tied together with some hot pink Group Z alloy wheels. Brandon's gone for the subtle approach with his INVETERO COQUETTE. He's kept the bumper mods as stock, but he's gone for the carbon hood, carbon roof, and then added a metallic black base colour with a sunrise orange, pearl and secondary colour, which creates this nice burnt orange effect. This is another great example of how the colour scheme is all tied together by adding the roll cage and wheels both with the same sunrise orange paint job. Another car that I'd personally never played with before is the Benefactor Schwarzer, and this example from ALEC shows that it's got some quite cool mods. He's gone for the Euro bumper, carbon rear diffuser, dual titanium exhaust, then a nice metallic graphite colour scheme with ice white pearl. As standard, this is one of those high-end business class cars, but once you've got it down to Los Santos Customs, you realise that there's quite a lot of race-inspired mods, such as the carbon roof, various body kit options, then a ducktail spoiler as shown in Alec's example, along with the S-Racer Sport alloy wheels in black. Held Burrito sends in a Bravado Banshee that's been modified with reference to the Need for Speed Most Wanted game inspired by JV's green Dodge Viper. This means he's gone for a bright green primary colour, a black secondary which is applied to the stripe, and then he's gone for some S-Racer alloy wheels finished off in frost white. William Nelson's created quite a futuristic looking Pegassi Vaca with this chrome bodywork and then fluorescent blue Gooch wheels. This is the kind of car I'd imagine zipping around in the movie Tron with some fluorescent light beams flying out the back of it. And to finish off showcase number 5, we've got another gorgeous looking BMW M3 inspired Sentinel XS, this time from Chloe Brooks. She's gone for those awesome race inspired mods of splitter with cannons, carbon diffuser with tow hook on the back, big boy exhaust, and then this orange and black colour scheme using orange for the respray options, then adding in little black touches using a carbon wing, blacked out windows, then some large organic Type 0 wheels painted in black. So I hope you're enjoying these showcases so far, because there's plenty more cards that I need to build and feature in the upcoming showcases. If you do enjoy these videos, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, because they do take a considerable amount of time to find and build all these cars. If you want to get more inspiration for custom cars, don't forget to check out the link in the description to the playlist where you can find all the recent showcases, as well as my extensive list of movie inspired custom car builds. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.